So, all right, so this is practice test one, and we are going to first start with finding x and y intercepts. So if I look at my axis, and I look at points that are on the x-axis, so this would be over 1 up 0, this would be over 2 up 0, this would be over 3 up 0, and then over here I would have over negative 1 up 0, and so forth and so on. Now, if you notice that on all of the x-intercepts, your y-coordinate is 0 because you're saying just start at the origin and go over, but don't go up any. So when you look for your x-intercepts, the y coordinate will always be 0. Now the same holds true for the y coordinate. This would be over 0 up 1, over 0 up 2, over 0 up 3. And then, of course, this would be over 0 down 1, and over 0 down 2, and so forth and so on. So for the y-intercept, notice that all of the x-coordinates are equal to 0. And that's because it's saying just go up. Don't go over any, just go up or down. All right? So x intercepts y is equal to 0, y intercepts x's are equal to 0. So it says find the x and y intercept. So to find my x-intercept, I'm going to let y equal 0. And so I'm just going to plug 0 in for y. So I get 0 is equal to negative 7x plus 4. Since the x is negative, I'll go ahead and add it to both sides. So bring it to the other side and change the sides, change the signs. So that's 7x equals 4. And divide both sides by 7. And I get x is equal to 4/7. All right? Now, to do the y-intercept, you let x equal 0. Now in this case, it's pretty easy because look what happens. I'll have negative 7 times 0 plus 4. Now 0 times anything is 0, so this goes away. So from now on, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say if x is 0, then set negative 7 times 0 is 0, so this goes away, and I just get y equals 4. Now you do have to write these as points. So on this one, notice the x is 4/7 and the y is 0. And then this one, the x is 0 and the y is 4. And it's always x and then y. All right, so that's how you do the problems that are written in slope-intercept form. Now these are written in standard form. So notice this one, the y is by itself. It's already solved for. This one, the x and y are on the same side. But it actually makes it's just as easy. It doesn't matter which side the x and the y are on. In this case, and again, all you're doing is to find your x-intercept. You're going to let y equal 0. All right? So looking at this, if the y is 0, 15 times 0 would be 0, so this would go away. And I would have minus 5x equals negative 75. And then divide both sides by negative 5. And I get x is equal to, and the negatives cancel, 5 would cancel, and it would be 15. And then to find my y-intercept, I'm going to let x equal 0. And so if I let x equal 0, then x here would be 0. And so negative 5 times 0 would be 0, so this goes away. So now I'll only have y in my problem. So I have negative 15x equals negative 75. Divide both sides by negative 15. And I get x is equal to, the negatives cancel, the 15 cancels, and you get 5. So my x-intercept would be x is 15, y is 0. And my y-intercept would be x is 0 and y is 5. And that is how you find the x and y intercepts. X-intercept y equals 0, y-intercept x equals 0.